Hey, what's up everyone? Atua here with Velhalla. In this tutorial, I'll be demonstrating how you can use the WagyuSwap DEX to stake WAG and earn SCAR in return. So to do this, you're going to want to head to the DEX itself, which is exchange.wagyuswap.app/swap. We'll also leave a link in the description. From here, connect your wallet, which will be MetaMask wallet. Let me log in real quick. And with that logged in, we can now see at least my VLX balance in here in Wagyu. And of course, if I open my MetaMask, I can see the balance of any other tokens which I've been swapping around. Okay, so to get started understanding what we need to do, over here on the left-hand side, we're gonna click on Pools. And here we can see the different options for staking. Of course, you can stake WAG to earn WAG in return, but what we're interested in today is to stake WAG to earn SCAR. At the moment, there isn't an option to stake SCAR to earn SCAR, so we'll be using what we have available to us at the moment. With that being said, I'm going to head back over to the exchange, and now that we know we need to have WAG to earn SCAR, let's say, for example, you were just testing out the exchange and you swapped to some SCAR. Well, you can't actually use this SCAR to stake. So I'm just going to use this as the first example. I'll show a few different scenarios, so hopefully I can help as many people in whatever situation you're in or whatever token you have, and hopefully this all makes sense in the end. But for example, if you have SCAR in your balance, in your wallet, and then you want to swap it to WAG, then you would just click WAG as what you want to swap to. So we're going from SCAR to WAG, and I'll just do maybe 20 SCAR just as an example. We can see I would earn 4.92443, at least that's what's estimated. Down here we can see how the price impact and whatnot. But something to note, this kind of just happens in the background, but I figure it's cool to explain so we know kind of a little more of what's going on, is when you go from SCAR to WAG, because there isn't a dedicated trading pair for SCAR to WAG and WAG to SCAR with their own liquidity pools, if I were to perform a swap from SCAR to WAG, down here we can see that the route is that it goes from SCAR to VLX and then to WAG. Now, to hopefully make a little more sense, if you click on Farms, scroll down, you can see that the only trading pair with SCAR is VLX, and the only trading pair with WAG is VLX, besides WAG and Astro, but that's not relevant for this situation. So when I want to go from SCAR to WAG, it has to go from SCAR to VLX, and then it can go from VLX to WAG. This just happens in the background, but just figured it's the equivalent of having SCAR, swapping it to VLX, and then swapping that VLX to WAG. Now we don't have to do those two steps when we can just do it in one, and it just happens in the background. But figured it'd just be cool to explain that. And the same goes for any other token on here. So if maybe you were holding USDT or any other one really, and you click on that, you can perform the swap and you will see that it'll just use VLX. It'll just have to go through VLX to get to the next token. No big deal. So we'll go ahead and go back to SCAR to use the example of maybe you were holding SCAR. Well, you can swap that over to WAG. Confirm. Confirm that in MetaMask. And there we go. If you don't have WAG in your MetaMask, you can also click this add, and this will just add the token, and just click add. I already have it added, so I don't need to do that. But as I mentioned, same process for any other token. We'll click back over to Pools, come down to where we see earn SCAR, and we can just click on here. I'm not sure what's going on, whether it's my internet or the browser, but normally you have a bunch of information here about how much is staked, the APY, the current profit percentage, but something is going on. Let me refresh my internet. Alrighty, so I refreshed my Wi-Fi and now we have the proper information. So if it's your first time staking WAG to earn SCAR, you'll have a button to enable but since I've already enabled it from previously staking, now my only button is stake. But don't worry, you just have to enable it, confirm, and you'll be good to go. I'm going to be staking all of my WAG, and if I click on this little minus times little icon there, I get a little bit more information, and I have a few more settings for how long I'd like to stake for, how often I'd like it to compound. I'll just leave the settings the way they are, and we're going to confirm that. Confirm over on MetaMask, and there we have it. We have WAG staked, and we'll be earning SCAR. As you can see, we are already earning SCAR. I'll go ahead and harvest that just to show that process. It's just amazing how quickly you start seeing results. And just like that, I staked, earned some SCAR, and already claimed it. So I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions, drop them down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Velhalla out.